Ciao, ciao, good evening. कैसे हो आप लोग? I'm joined by Param and finally after a month हम लोग रैप कर रहे हैं कोपा अमेरिका और यूरो 2024 का and it's been quite a long month यार. I mean काफी सारे games, so many kind of matchups that happened. It just flew by and now
Yeah.
finally we're at the end of the international tournament and सनसनाती खबर में हमारे साथ है गैरेथ साउथगेट. खड़ा हूँ आज भी वही.
उसको पूछना पड़ेगा भाई रेजिग्नेशन के बारे में थोड़ा. अजय भाई क्या लगता है, मतलब ऑब्वियसली इनिशियली सेमीफाइनल के अराउंड न्यूज आ रही थी कि ही माइट गेट एन एक्सटेंशन and obviously he is the one who's apparently stepping down if we are to believe what is being informed. But yeah, this is for Southgate भाई. यार क्या मतलब, आप ही बता दो एक्सक्लूसिव क्या हुआ, रिजाइन क्यों कर दिए? वाज इट ओनली द फाइनल और इंटरनली कोई कुछ चल रहा था आपके दिमाग में? बट या यार, ऑल जोक्स असाइड अजय भाई, नाइस टू जॉइन यू ऑन योर चैनल एज ऑलवेज. फाइनली इंटरनेशनल फुटबॉल खत्म हो गया. इट वाज फन. बहुत मजा आया यूरोज और कोपा अमेरिका. दोनों के अलग अलग सीन थे ऑब्वियसली. आई मीन कोपा अमेरिका में आपने वो पूरा सीन देख ही लिया फैंस का.
Sad, very sad, very sad. We'll get to that. We'll get to that also. And final, and if US are capable enough of hosting, but वो सब अपन बाद में आएंगे. I think we'll take some comments. Nishan bhai, lot of questions. So yes, keep the questions. Worldly hate. What's up?
तो वर्ल्डली हेट. शाले से अजय भाई और अजय अंकल. अरे बाप रे भाई,
मैं थक गया हूँ यार. बिल्डिंग के बच्चे लोग भी यही बोलते हैं अंकल अंकल अंकल. सच में 2-3-400 आ गए.
Yeah, funnily enough, if you are a regular on the channel Worldly Hate, actually Ajay bhai is younger than Chintan bhai also. So you can call him Ajay bhai, I guess. Bhutia 69 says your boy Lautaro is leading Argentina. हाँ, मैंने बोला था, देखो लोग उसको वर्ल्ड कप पे जज कर रहे थे because people forgot that he had a bad ankle, very bad ankle, not just a bad ankle. यार उसके ankle का बैंड बच गया था. He needed a surgery और उसने वो सर्जरी करवाई नहीं because if he would have, उसका वर्ल्ड कप मिस हो जाता. So obviously लोगों को people got carried away with the criticism because वही रहता है ना अजय भाई सोशल मीडिया के एरा में. जॉर्ज क्लूनी, अरे बाप रे अजय,
अरे बाप रे भाई,
क्या कॉम्प्लीमेंट है.
ये कमेंट का मैं स्क्रीनशॉट लेके मेरे पत्नी को मैं देने वाला हूँ.
ले लो.
I will be happy.
Yeah. Sorry, आदित्य आर्यन says मार्टिनेज अपॉलजी फॉर्म. हाँ, अगर आपने कुछ ज्यादा ही क्रिटिसाइज किया है तो भाई भर दो वो फॉर्म और मार्टिनेज को, लाउतारो को टैग करो.
रोमेरो एक्सीलेंट.
या हाउ ओल्ड इज चिंतन भाई? देखो यार, मैं उनके परमिशन के बिना तो डिस्क्लोज नहीं करूंगा.
मैं बोलता हूँ इटालियन एज के अनुसार चिंतन 19 साल का है, मैं 18 साल का हूँ. इटालियन एज के अनुसार अभी हम लोग यंगस्टर्स है इटालियन एज के अनुसार.
Yeah, and he says Chintan bhai looks like he just passed high school. But that's what looks are deceiving.
Yeah, and Chintan would be very happy. I think he's busy today, so otherwise वो join. He would have been so happy to hear this comment. He's a dad, and he's one of the, I would say, like of the 90s generation like me.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, without any further ado, क्या लगा तुझे परम? How was the tournament and what did you make of the final between Spain and England?
Yeah, tournament I enjoyed both personally. मुझे ऐसा कोई boring game personally लगा. चलो थोड़े एक दो इंग्लैंड की गेम आप बोल सकते हो, but at the end of the day, when you're in this tournament, if you think from the team's perspective, they are here to win यार. मतलब वो लोग बोलेंगे यार आपको एंटरटेनमेंट पूरा देखना है तो जाके कुछ और देखो, मतलब तुम लोग मैचेस देखो, बस हम लोग को जीतने से मतलब है एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. सो आई हैड फन इन टर्म्स ऑफ बोथ ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट्स. फाइनल पे आओ सीधा तो यार आई थिंक इट वाज अ गुड फाइनल. मतलब एक तो चीज बोलना चाहूंगा कि यू कुड सी बोथ टीम्स वर एग्जॉस्टेड. मतलब यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दीस प्लेयर्स हैव barely had a break, so you could see after the initial 10-15 minutes थोड़ा as good as England's game plan was, you could see them being compact. Spain were unable to break through initially. ऐसा लग रहा था कि typical England एक कैसे तो निकाल लेगी एक गोल और जीत जाएगी मैच, वही वाइब आ रहा था मुझे अंदर से. But you could see these players were super exhausted यार अजय भाई. मतलब क्या बोले, you could see Bellingham. It was not just him having sort of an off day, chalo usne mast assist nikala to his credit. That touch was very important to Palmer's goal. But apart from that, yeah, these guys look knackered, all of them, and I think that sort of affected the game. But in the end, I would still say we got a good quality final, tactically speaking. मतलब वो goal तो Spain ने counter पे मस्त निकाला. You know, I think Ajay bhai, it is only correct to give Spain the plaudits they have been getting, because I think they've soared head and shoulders above. They are better than the rest. You know, there's no question. मतलब ने हर एक problem का solution निकाला इस team ने. Against France, sure, France was not great, but they had a good defense. They found a solution there. You know, they beat Germany as well. They overwhelmed Italy. So उन्होंने अच्छा test निकाला था. And I think against England, जब problems आई, they eventually found a solution. And you have to give full credit to these youngsters, as जैसे आपने हम सब ने डिस्कस किया, हमने आज शॉर्ट अपलोड किया हमारे चैनल पे, आपके चैनल पे, स्पेन की डायनामिज्म के बारे में बात करते हुए. It only sums it up, Ajay bhai. And for once, as much as I have respect for the top two clubs of Spain, obviously Real Madrid, Barcelona, it was just nice to see a different narrative ki two other clubs, you know, two other rivalries took the center stage here, Athletic Club and Real Sociedad. So that was good to see. So yeah, what were your thoughts on the final?
I really felt कि भाई Spain kind of dominated the game. England kind of sat back, and I don't blame England. It's just that Spain was so good. मतलब और मुझे लगा कि यार रॉड्री के जाने के बाद शायद कुछ इफेक्ट पड़े, but Zubimendi came in and he was also flawless. I mean, they didn't miss Rodri, which everyone would have thought कि this is a huge blow for Spain, losing Rodri for 45 minutes. And yeah, जैसे भुटिया बोल रहे यार, वो Danny Olmo का वो clearance, goal line clearance. Oh my God! I mean, that just sums up the
Yeah, very important.
He comes in when Pedri got injured. He's contributed with goals, with assists, with clutch moments, and probably the save of the tournament. मतलब क्या बोले यार? Overall, every department of theirs kind of delivered. Be it Unai Simon, be it the defense, the midfield, the attackers. जो obviously हम लोग ने इतना बात किया. Lamine Yamal also had some good chances to score. Nico Williams, Morata, and even he got Morata off, got Oreatabal, जैसे लोग Spanish में बोलते हैं. They got him, and how good was Carvajal? Carvajal तो भाई had I mean, he's had a killer last 6 months, you can say, winning the league and Champions League with Madrid, and now just so salute, man, salute.
आपने sum up बहुत अच्छे से किया. मतलब Carvajal, you had a good mix is what I think it all sums up to that. ना आपके पास technicality थी, आपके पास approach में growth था. Not just your plain old tiki taka. There was a dynamism to it. Then you had a grinta grit sort of character in the form of Carvajal, who we know only a few years ago had heart issues. Obviously now he's bounced back from that. So it was just good to see. I mean, I'm not a Spain fan. मैं पूरा neutral हूँ Spain के. When it comes to Spain, I'm fully neutral, but massive respect to what they've achieved. और मुझे बस अच्छा लगा कि, as I said, there was a player from Real Sociedad and Athletic Club, and there was a good mix in there that was making a difference. And you have to give Luis de la Fuente his flowers as well. मतलब, I'll tell you one thing कि before he was given the job, even if he's won trophies at the youth level, ये सब हम जानते हैं उसके बारे में, he's actually a very controversial figure in Spanish football in terms of internal politics, how he gets things done. He's actually a very controversial figure, and he's not the most liked, and rightly so, by the fans. But if you keep it solely to football, if you keep it in terms of achievement, you have to give the guy his credit, his flowers and the credit. He deserves everything. So yeah, nothing to say there. To see in the comments as well, people are saying, Ajay bhai, Danny Olmo, fantastic, Barca ka Londa. Danny Olmo came clutch.
Even Cucurella was very good.
Cucurella was fantastic. उसको भी थोड़ा credit.
Cucurella against Italy was very surprising. Like मतलब वहां से जो उसने अपना रन शुरू किया ना, Cucurella, he's carried it throughout the tournament, And this is absolutely spot on. मतलब nailed it over here. Very modern game. वो tiki taka से evolve हो गए. They've come up to this game and they've won the Nations League, Euros, and finales over next. And World Cup maybe you can't. I mean, they have to be one of the favorites now to kind of go to the later stages of the World Cup as well.
And Ajay, I was saying this to someone, and for the chat also, I'll say this here. For me, uh, like just switching gears to the Copa America, this finale, because somebody brought up the finalissima, right? Worldly
Yeah.
Hate obviously brought it up. It's funny because Spain ने 2010 के वो era में repeat किया था, अभी Argentina ने भी repeat किया. So this finalissima almost sort of makes sense. I know that match is new, fairly new, ये वो. But this clash will be interesting. I know it's again a year down the line, so you never know what the squads are going to be like as well. But still, it only makes sense because you have these two dominant teams who have achieved that repeat of sorts in different eras. Now it remains to be seen, who wins that game. But बहुत time है उसको, बहुत time है उसको. I was hoping कि थोड़ा जल्दी होता ये match इसी साल में because you get the best version of these teams, So,
true.
But
ideally they should have had like this match. Just imagine ना, तू सोच एक हफ्ते में ये दोनों टूर्नामेंट साथ में खत्म हुआ. 6 दिन का break ले and have a final between Argentina versus Spain. अभी खत्म कर लो. And Messi
but I get it, Ajay bhai. I get it. These players are knackered absolutely. आपको ध्यान में रखना है कि World Cup है अगले सीजन के एंड में ये वो शेड्यूल बहुत ही खराब है इन प्लेयर्स के लिए. तो I get it.
Param.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying, I got a call. Apologies for that. But I was just saying कि these players are knackered. यार बहुत tough situation है इनके लिए. इनकी कोई break नहीं है. क्लब वर्ल्ड कप पकड़ो, एक्सटेंडेड यूसीएल, तो इनको रेस्ट तो चाहिए यार, क्या बोल सकते हैं.
This is lit as well, यार. 15 goal. Yamal. Everywhere. All departments, I think they're fired. So, 2 minutes. Let's give our commiserations to England. Whatever said and done, I think they kind of like you can't question Gareth Southgate's legacy. One semi-final, one quarter-final in the World Cup, 2 consecutive finals in the Euros, but again they just fell short. Just to quickly sum up, what did you make of England in this tournament?
Yeah, I mean, as एकदम objectively बोलूं तो you kind of understand कि यार it is sort of, because I know a few England fans as well personally, and commiserations to any England fans if there are in the chat, because I understand, I get how it feels, Ajay, because इतनी quality भर के होती है team में, and the thing is they always have now twice in a row final में आके it's slip from their hand, and Southgate को हमेशा criticism मिलेगा unfortunately, Ajay भाई. That's the sad part. हम उस दिन अपने ग्रुप पे डिस्कस कर रहे थे, राइट, डीजे भाई के साथ, कि Southgate is not responsible for all the faults here. Please don't make him the scapegoat, but he will be the scapegoat. उसने इंग्लैंड को कंसिस्टेंटली वापस टॉप पे लाया यार. तुम 2016 में आप लोग देख रहे थे इंग्लैंड वाज गेटिंग नॉक्ड आउट बाय आइसलैंड इन द यूरोस. That was a good Iceland side to be fair, but still वो इंग्लैंड टीम और अभी ये साउथगेट ने जो कंसिस्टेंटली ऊपर लाया इंग्लैंड को, थोड़ा तो रिस्पेक्ट बनता है उस बंदे के नाम पे यार. You have to be a bit fair to the guy. Come on, मतलब you also have to look at the players here. It's not about him. It is what it is. मतलब England did have a few chances here and there, and I also sort of feel for Kane because is आजकल की social media के एज में memes बनाना बहुत आसान होता है. Kane has become a joke pretty much because of that. It's like बेचारा कब ट्रॉफी जीतेगा. That's all I feel for him. मतलब कि every final, every chance. बुंडेसलीगा people are saying चलो जर्मनी चला गया, आसानी से जीत सकता है, एक ट्रॉफी तो निकाल लेगा, right? Nothing happened there too. So I sort of feel for the guy. And to your point, Ajay bhai, again, from a very neutral standpoint, for their sake, hopefully they find a good coach. Not an England fan or anything, but I think when I look at players like Kane, thoda andar se I feel that this guy deserves at least one trophy.
At least one trophy.
Yeah, at least one, because नहीं तो लोग भूल जाएंगे इसके बारे में. He's a class player, to be fair. So, यार, that's it for England. I do kind of understand where their fans come from. इतना talent, साका के लिए थोड़ा बुरा लगता है because वो बेचारा he was making a difference in this tournament. So yeah, I feel for them थोड़ा.
अपन questions लेंगे in a bit. I just want you to before we go to questions, I just want you to just look at the team of the tournament that has been announced.
By the way, comments में जो भी है, we will come to the comments. Do not this thing think that we won't take it. आराम से ले रहे 10 people here यार. अगर आपने अब तक लाइक नहीं किया, प्लीज लाइक करो, शेयर करो इस स्ट्रीम को, और लोगों को बुलाओ. दिस इज जस्ट अ चिल स्ट्रीम. थोड़ा यूरोस कोपा अमेरिका रैप अप कर रहे हैं. Menon, Saliba, Kukurea, Akanji, Walker, Olmo, Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, Nico, Lamine Yamal, Jamal Musiala. Oof. Oh god. You know what, Ajay bhai? Yeah, I know knockouts plays a big role. I like Menon. I know he's an AC Milan player, but उसके लिए मैं नहीं बोल रहा ये, ठीक है? Before anyone takes this the wrong way, but I still feel Mamardashvili should be there because he was. I know again he faced more shots, तो ज़्यादा saves होते हैं naturally, but I still feel he was too good यार. I feel goal में Mamardashvili deserves a shout. Would you make a change in this lineup personally?
100%. जो comments पे बोल रहे हैं, I am with them. Carvajal, I think, deserves to come in.
Yeah, Carvajal. Sorry, all due respect to Kyle Walker, I don't think he should be there. I'll be
and probably get Manuel Akanji out. And
yeah.
But since England made it to the final, I think that they went with Kyle Walker. But मेरे को तो पता नहीं यार, who was the English player that has really stood out across 7 games to make it into the?
They to at best I would say Saka को, because he did have a lot of individual moments here and there. ठीक है, पाल्मर को देने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट वो मोस्टली ऑफ द बेंच इंपैक्ट था. साका
was he did come here.
Why I think of Saka again, I'm not putting him in the lineup, I'm just saying if you want to give a Xenotron, why Saka, I'm telling you, this is my perspective, right? Again, ये हम fantasy goal और assist के perspective से देखेंगे, but the kid had to adapt to a different role. You have to think of that as well. You remember all the jokes Ajay bhai left back पे खिला है, right wing back पे, left wing back पे, इधर उधर. So from that perspective, I think he did kind of have a good tournament. I'm not saying it was anything special, but I still feel he did a pretty. Yeah, they can't pick Saka because Yamal is there. मैं Saka को lineup में डालने नहीं बोल रहा. I'm just saying he did have a good tournament from the fact that he had to adapt so much in this team under Southgate. That's all I feel.
Correct.
But other than that, Rodri deserves to be there. There's no question. I think definitely he deserves to be there. Akanji को मैं भी निकाल दूं शायद लाइनअप से. किसको डाल सकते हैं Akanji के जगह? Let me just. Anyone who wants to give a shout out in the chat to replace Akanji, because I don't think Akanji was bad. I do. John Stones, wow. Oh boy. Mark Guehi क्या लगता है?
Mark Guehi is a good shot. Yeah, Mark Guehi is a good shot.
Yeah. But again, मैं ये गलत नहीं बोल रहा. मैं इसे Akanji को निकाल नहीं रहा only because he's playing for Switzerland and because Switzerland didn't go past obviously England. So ये मत गलत समझो आप. I just feel Akanji थोड़ा इधर उसके भी lapses थे टूर्नामेंट में. Laporte, wow. I think Guehi is a decent shout. Laporte, it's tough यार अजय भाई. It's tough.
English players में I would put Guehi and Pickford. I think they were the guys who kind of like were decisive. Yeah. Pickford is a penalty shootout. बाकी तो I would put Cody Gakpo also, but वो क्या है कि you can't really replace.
Sorry Ajay bhai, sorry to cut you off, but आपने Netherlands की याद दिलाई मुझे Gakpo से, and I'll tell you why. Again, this is not Inter bias, but De Vrij actually was one of the best defenders in the tournament up until that last game against England.
Yeah,
he was actually very solid. He was scoring. Netherlands fans were calling him the top 2 players in the whole tournament, along with Gakpo. Because again, De Vrij is not a fancy name. He didn't get the credit he deserved. But again, I think he should be a shout out therein as well. Just because semi-final तक तो पहुंचे थे ये लोग. I would then actually replace Akanji with De Vrij, to be very fair with you, because he had a very good tournament. He was actually very good, which surprised me, by the way. So maybe De Vrij in place of Akanji in there.
Fair. Yeah, so I think this is pretty much a team of the tournament that's been selected by UEFA, but we'll just take some comments.
The thing is अगर पूरा दिन उस पे बैठेंगे तो हम लोग अलग-अलग चीजें बदलते ही रहेंगे. So that's why we made a few changes. We'll take comments here Ajay, because बहुत लोग.
This is a good one. Jesus was beating South. Yeah, Param, I don't know if you remember this. Yeah. But ये वाला Europa League, which was the UEFA Cup, back in the day, Middlesbrough played Roma on their way to the final. ठीक है? So away, I think Roma lost 1-0 at Teesside at Middlesbrough, and at Olimpico Roma beat them 2-1. So 2-all में Middlesbrough progressed on away goals.
Yeah.
और अगर वो जो अवे वाला गेम था ना, अगर उसका मैं तेरे को लाइनअप कभी दिखाऊंगा, you would go mad. It is a relegation team that went.
I know.
करो. My God.
So funny thing about that, again thanks to football, yeah, actually I've gone back and watched that game because live तो तभी मैं नहीं देखा था. But I do remember vaguely याद है वो game मुझे, और वो फोटो जब किसी ने ये स्टार्ट डाला ना अजय भाई बिफोर द फाइनल ऑब्वियसली, तब मेरे दिमाग में वो फोटो पहले पॉपअप हुई बिफोर आई सॉ इट ऑन ट्विटर, Navas and Southgate battling against each other on the pitch. So quite it's funny how football comes around. We see all these tweets with Lamine Yamal as well, right? I mean,
yeah.
So it's quite funny how football comes full circle.
Pedri का क्या खबर है?
Yeah, Pedri ka, that's what I had to verify it because even I didn't follow up on it. I'll just have a quick look at it because मैंने भी पूरा follow up नहीं किया. But I think I'll just have a quick look at it because I don't know how long he is for here. If you guys know already, please do because I didn't follow up on that news here. I was just fully locked in on the tournament itself. So yeah, Argentina was. People have been calling for that. मैं निधि भाई के स्ट्रीम पे भी यही देख रहा था. मैंने सेंड अमॉन्ग पे चैट्स पे वही लोग फ्लड कर रहे थे कैंप नाउ में रखो मैच. I want to be a Man United manager, says Gareth Southgate. भूतिया 69 says अराउ. हाँ यार बहुत sad for him. ये तो देखा, ये definitely follow up किया. Very sad for him because he is a class player and it's sad to see यार. England bottled it once again. I think Kunde has CB not a bad shout for the team of the tournament. Not bad. ऐसे तो मैं भाई Theo Hernandez को भी CB में डाल सकता हूँ because he was pretty good and उसने AC Milan के लिए थोड़ा center back खेला है in a way. So Southgate was handed the most talented crop. हाँ यही मैं देख रहा था and all he could manage was the best tournament results decided. Yeah, that is a fair point. We are not disagreeing with the point. I just feel उसको हर चीज के लिए blame करना गलत बात है. That's all I feel. I
think England का squad in the 2002 World Cup and Euro 2004 and 2006, that 2-4-6 का जो था was far superior than the current England side. Because you had Michael Owen Ballon d'Or, ठीक है, Euro 2004 में you had Wayne Rooney coming up. 2006 he was a bona fide star. Then of course the midfield of Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes, Beckham, both are Ashley Cole, Ferdinand, Terry, Gary Neville. So I feel that वो जो team था was far better than what Southgate has played.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Or also, just to go back to that Pedri point, I was just quickly checking it. It's estimated 4 to 6 weeks बोल रहे. So yeah. Somebody's already posted it. Sorry, it is MP who has posted it. Yeah, left knee sprain, wo pata tha. I just wanted to see the estimated time. It's 4 to 6 weeks apparently. So luckily it's not worse than what initially was feared. Worldly Hate also said how happy are you to see? यार देखो, one thing मैंने बोला था ना पुरानी एक स्ट्रीम में हमारे कि for me it's clear, if you really love the club, as he said, you will give up those demands of the agent and you will sign a contract, and he did that. To his credit, उसने 3 million काट के 9 million में he's doing it. He'll sign it after he comes back from Copa America. So very happy. He's shown that he truly loves to be here and he's the real captain of this club. So more than happy. I can't complain. I'm just happy he's had a good Copa America.
Yeah, अपन in detail में बात करेंगे about Copa. We'll just take the comments and head to Copa.
Yeah, and just quickly.
Southgate एक beer पी ले यार तू जाके, ठीक है? No one is criticizing you. तू जाके एक beer पी ले, chill मार. You've done well for England. You can be happy that you've taken England where no other manager has after Sir Param in 1966. उसके बाद में
12 people watching by the way, आपके comments लाते रहो. Please like the stream. अजय भाई के चैनल पे अगर आपने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया प्लीज करो. एक पॉइंट मैं लेना चाहता हूँ before I come to Nishan's point यार अजय भाई, just before 1 second. Your worldly hate says, agree with Param here. Social media was previously a place where we all used to have fun, but now it is a place for desperate people. यही हो गया ना यार. अगर आप 10 साल पहले सोशल मीडिया पे जाओ, और even when Twitter and all was new, like 2010s and all, Facebook पे, it was actually a decent place. People used to actually have decent constructive conversations. अभी वो आपको मिलेगा तो properly मिलेगा Reddit पे. अगर आप ज्यादा उधर toxicity थोड़ी कम होती है. Unfortunately, it's everywhere, but still you get a lot of detailed conversations on Reddit. But yeah, man, it's become very bad because यार हर चीज छोटे moments के बारे में mistakes पे reels बन जाती है and the player is judged on those reels. It's a very sad era we live in terms of social media, unfortunately. Yeah, Georgian football. हाँ यार देख again I can give you my views on
इंडियन फुटबॉल मतलब जाके कोई मतलब नहीं है.
Nishan, Ajay bhai
नहीं.
has worked in Indian football of sorts and he also knows people working there. And if we dissect these two countries ना, actually तेरे को ranking से एक लगेगा, but there are a lot of polar opposites in these two. Georgia का sports scene is still not that strong, but again I don't want to get into too much detail, नहीं तो ये पूरा दिन यही बात करते बैठेंगे, but they have the right approach to it. I'll put it very simply. और उतना politics आपको उधर नहीं मिलेगा जो इधर मिलता है, unfortunately. Footballers again, they have when they began investing in football at youth level is where they started, and that's where the footballers got moves here and there. Mikau Tatzesi, he got his move to Lyon. You saw the confirmation yesterday. Kvaratskhelia, Dinamo Tbilisi se their clubs also had the right affiliations at lower levels. Yeah, Indian football is way behind in all this. That's all I can tell you for now. Maybe for some other day we'll discuss this in detail. Good question, right. But good question. Very good question.
हाँ, because एक time पे Georgia and India का ranking almost similar था. We were there at the same.
That's what.
Same level. So.
But always एक चीज मैं finally बोलना चाहता हूँ. Don't always be fooled by FIFA rankings. They are probably the worst measure to go by it. क्योंकि FIFA rankings आपको. Yeah. क्या इतना बुरा हूँ मैं? वो गाना मुझे आता है यार, तारे ज़मीन पर. वही अच्छा. He said ma. Sorry, I missed that. List of national teams with bigger legacy than England. Yeah, you. Oh yeah, that's a good list. But it's funny, na yaar. Greece also has more Euros.
Greece, USSR, Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Denmark, Netherlands.
Yeah, exactly. Zenotron says, how good is Taremi, the new Inter player? Zenotron ना, मेरे को तरेमी के बारे में ये हम लोग एक्चुअली थर्सडे को स्ट्रीम करने वाले ना ट्रांसफर्स का, तब थोड़ा डिस्कस करेंगे, बिकॉज आई लव मेहदी तरेमी. ये मैं तेरे को अभी के लिए बोल देता हूँ. ही इज वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट प्लेयर्स इन द मॉडर्न एरा. आई हैव बीन वाचिंग हिम सिंस पोर्टो, प्री पोर्टो. बट ये थोड़ा डिस्कस में थर्सडे को करने वाले हम लोग कैल्चियो चर्चा पे, उधर आ जाना. आदित्य आर्यन says Martinez needs to perform in UCL. हाँ, his performances in the Champions League थोड़ा needs improvement. Who is the new Inter goalkeeper? Josep Martinez. वो भी Martinez है, but he's a Spanish goalkeeper from the La Masia school. He was Genoa starting goalkeeper last season. So he's a good keeper, but there's room to improve. Definitely. So Ajay, do you want to take the rest of the comments later? थोड़ा आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Yeah. इसको ये पांच बेर ऑलरेडी पी चुका है. थोड़ा इसको पीनट्स पहुंचवा दो उसको. But yeah, let's get into the Copa America. What did you make of that final, yeah?
I think personally I enjoyed the Copa America final more. Personally, not to offend anyone, I enjoyed the Copa America final more. I just felt कि उसमें थोड़ा obviously जो South American football में आपको physicality मिलती है वो तो मिलती है. ऊपर से थोड़ा you have to remember the scoreline will not do it justice. Colombia did have chances. उधर handball का भी एक scene था, but I don't think it was a handball. So yeah, I just felt bad for Colombia because personally, obviously, I wanted Lautaro Martinez to have his crowning moment and he got it, obviously. I'm happy for that, but Colombia के लिए बहुत बुरा लग रहा है अजय भाई, because James Rodriguez, not only that, and the comeback this country has made after missing out on the World Cup. It's not only about James Rodriguez. Nestor, the coach, Nestor Lorenzo, the team had undergone changes as well. So there was a good blend of mixed and youth. Yeah, I just felt bad for them because you had to be unbeaten for over 2 years, Ajay bhai, only to lose to the same team that they lost to last time around before that 2 year, and the same person had scored at that time as well, Lautaro. That's just bad coincidence here. I just felt bad for them, but I really hope Colombia can build on this, Ajay bhai, because the final was good. They showed that they can go toe to toe with Argentina, probably the best team in the world. You can say the best team in the world, pretty much, right? And Argentina ने at the same time दिखाया यार, हम लोग इधर time pass के लिए नहीं है. People हम लोग को doubt कर रहे हैं कि can we maintain that level after the World Cup? What is there to top after the World Cup? They said we are not here to mess around, pretty much. We have the depth, we have the qualities. Kaluni showed. उसकी in-game management थोड़ी frustrating हो सकती है. People are saying कितने देर के बाद लाउतारो को तू लाएगा यार, मतलब कितना time लेगा. Other players also, right? His in-game management can be frustrating, but he knows what he's doing at the end of the day. So And Messi के बारे में मैं क्या बोलूं? I know a lot of people were devastated with the injury, right? But again, he's had his moments in the tournament. He's also made a difference. And again, there's not more to say about him. I think he's completed the sport, right, Ajay? What do
Yeah,
you think? There's nothing more to say. So,
100%.
yeah, exactly. उसने sport complete कर दिया. So, Argentina are here to show that 2026 तक हम लोग कहीं नहीं जा रहे. हम लोग quality बनाए रखेंगे. And I think Colombia's next aim is to definitively with conviction qualify for the World Cup. I'm not saying just qualify. With conviction above Brazil has to be the goal. With all due respect to any Brazil fans in the chat, uh, Brazil is still not convincing. Maybe if they become convincing in 1 year, we'll talk something different. But Colombia has to try to finish in that top three, Ajay, for me. What do you think?
100%, yeah, 100%. I mean, I was kind of like hoping that Scaloni brings
Yeah.
Paredes,
Yeah.
Lautaro within the regulation time.
Yeah.
मैंने प्रेडिक्शन किया था पेनल्टीज में जाने ही वाला है एंड वो जाता ही था पेनल्टीज में.
Yeah.
अगर वो एक मोमेंट ऑफ क्वालिटी नहीं होता था पूरे गेम में, आई थिंक वो that move itself, I watched that move for I think the last 10-15 times मैं 2 घंटे में देख चुका हूँ. वो जो मूव था कंप्लीटली हाउ परेडेस वन द बॉल, जो मूवमेंट था लो सेल्सो का फर्स्ट टाइम जो उसने बॉडी ओपन करके थ्रू बॉल डाला और वो फिनिश लाउटारो को, जस्ट क्लास. And I think overall they were the team of the tournament along with Colombia. Once again, I think तू बोल जैसे तू बोला कि शायद England may not have been fine like worthy finalist in the Euros, but Copa America में तो there is no question that these were the two best teams. Uruguay being the third best team. So quite evenly contested final, and Argentina coming through with that experience of winning trophies.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry,
Messi,
go ahead.
but they did it for Messi. The players did it for Messi. It's a legacy that he's got.
Yeah. और एक चीज अजय मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ यार, again I feel for Colombia also because यार उनका last trophy was the Copa America in 2001, and that was a different era for them, and I feel Colombia is in a phase as a football only from a footballing standpoint where they need something, in my opinion, because हम सब जानते हैं 2001 के पहले the whole Escobar saga and everything. If nobody knows about it, please go read it up after the stream. It's all disastrous, and when I put all that together, I really feel that country, again from a footballing sense, does deserve something over there. Because Ajay bhai, this is not the first time they've had a talented bunch of players. आप past में तो आपके era में भी especially you have seen Faustino Asprilla, all these guys, crazy but talented as well, right? So I just feel for these guys because it's not only about James. I know he won player of the tournament, but yeah, I just hope conviction के साथ. Their coach also said ना, Nestor Lorenzo, after the final, उसने बोला कि we were actually not bad in the final. वो थोड़े moments में difference हुआ, and Argentina की experience showed, as you said, and that's the difference. It's just sad because they are against a team that's probably the best in the world, that knows how to win with the depth they have, and so I just felt bad for them. I hope they can bounce back because this is a country that has beaten. We're talking about a country that has beaten Spain and other big countries on this 2-year unbeaten run. They're not here to do, they're not here for just fun and games, Ajay bhai. So that's all for Colombia.
Yeah. थोड़ा comments है कि we'll head to the player of like the team of the tournament.
Yeah. Comments में आप लोग बताओ यार, आपके लिए कौन 3-4 स्टैंड आउट प्लेयर्स थे कोपा अमेरिका में, प्लीज यू ऑल से.
मैं पुल कर लेता हूं 1 मिनट मैं रेडी.
yes I want to know the audience's thought as well, इसलिए I thought let them have their say as well. मतलब आप लोग बोलो आपको कौन पसंद आया कोपा अमेरिका में, प्लीज. It doesn't have to be objective यार, subjective भी रह सकते हो आप, आपका पर्सनल फेवरेट सबको जो. Falcao, that guy literally was best striker in the world. यार Falcao की याद मत दिलाओ यार. Amazing guy, amazing. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, that's I'm just having a look. Piero Hincapié, थोड़ा surprised there. Moises Caicedo, yeah. James Rodriguez, obviously Lionel Messi. How the hell is Lautaro Martinez not there, man? कब इसको respect देना? I know this is who scored, more data driven. Yeah, I know, but Jesus Christ, man, थोड़ा. But Ajay bhai, I would say definitely Lautaro has to be in there. I'm sorry. मतलब यार, this is the top scorer of the tournament and you have not put him in there, so that's a bit disrespectful, even if it's statistic driven.
Emmy Martinez also, man.
Yeah. Emmy, Obviously, I get what they're going for. Who scored again? To be very clear, is purely number driven here. So I get why Romo is there, but again, Emi Martinez probably should be there. I would say Romero to obviously deserve करता है Ajay bhai. There's no question there. Maybe Lisandro Martinez obviously also has a good shout to be in there, right? Because he was fantastic. Fede Valverde was great as well. Rondon, मेरे को Rondon को डालने से problem नहीं है because he was actually very good in the tournament. But not above Lautaro Martinez. That's the issue right here. That's the only problem over here because Lautaro was too good. So yeah, other than that, any changes would you make? You would make here, Ajay bhai?
Yeah, I think you nailed it pretty much. You pretty much nailed it with everything there. मेरे हिसाब से who else? None of the Brazilian players were worthy enough to make it.
Brazil नहीं. I'm sorry, Brazil को के लिए
Probably
बहुत
a
मुश्किल.
Canadian player over here. Probably a Canadian player.
Canadian. Oh, good shout. Good shout. Yeah, that's a good shout. Shit. Canadian up until the group stage तो Panama के लिए भी argument दे सकते थे. That's the funny thing. Copa America, honestly, लोग जो भी ठीक है, Copa America might not be the most attractive format यार, but this cup usually comes down to very close margins. Let's be real about that. But आपने बराबर बोला अजय भाई, Canadian player has that's a good shout. I'm very yeah.
But ये तो who scored का था तो I don't think so.
Yeah, who scored. प्रॉब्लम यही होता है ना अजय भाई का बिकॉज इट्स सो डेटा ड्रिवन कि आपको फिर सेग्रीगेट करना मुश्किल हो जाता है कि किसको आप डाल सकते हो उसके अलावा अनफॉर्चुनेटली
करेक्ट भाई लोग मैं रेडिट में भी मेरा है सब रेडिट एएम टॉक स्पोर्ट करके तो अगर आप लोग रेडिट में हो गो एंड गिव इट अ फॉलो वहां पे मीम्स पोस्ट करो हम लोग मीम रिव्यू करेंगे मीम्स डालते रहो आई विल कीप ऑन रिव्यूइंग But I think that's about it from Copa America. I think both the tournaments अपने को तो काफी busy रखा, although couldn't watch every game per se. But we've been following it with intent and we've been doing multiple content here on Calcio Charcha everywhere.
But I just एक तो shout out to Menon Menace and the Monk है वो लोग तो हर चीज cover कर रहे थे 24/7 they were on the clock. I mean, they don't need our shout out, but just out of appreciation, you have to give them.
Also, Drogba ने तो भाई उसने तो benchmark पहुंचा दिया उसने. He is taking it up over there. Absolutely. With the whole studio set up and everything, यार. Super.
Yeah. And sorry, Ajay bhai, one closing thing. ये team आपने जो screen पे रखी थी थोड़ी देर पहले, आपने Canada बोला, it just struck me. Ismail Kone, their midfielder.
Ismail Kone, Watford ka.
He has to be there, yeah, because he's gone to Marseille. I know he was linked with Roma, but he's pretty much signed for Marseille. Fantastic player, deserved move. I know he's under Deserby and Deserby है controversial बंदा ये वो, but a good move for him. Ismail Kone, आपने अगर अब तक उसको देखा नहीं है ये स्ट्रीम के बारे में थोड़ा उसके बारे में पढ़ो. Very good player, कनाडा के लिए खेलते हैं again. Move to Marseille. Shout out for him to be in that team of tournament 11 basically.
Okay. So
that's a little bit.
This is obviously the biggest move. Mbappe.
I'm just glad it's done by. पक गया था मैं उस सागा से. With all due respect, nothing against Mbappe or Real Madrid, but I was just tired of Fabrizio Romano spamming the same nonsense. हर मिनट में साला here we go के अलावा कुछ मतलब it is so annoying. यार, I was just happy it's done Ajay bhai. Thank God. I liked his presentation. Obviously वो जो भी उससे आ रहा था whatever I saw of it मैंने तो अभी तक पूरा देखना जो भी है बाकी है मेरा. But जो भी I saw initial images and all, I liked it very well done. But I'm just happy it's done. Good luck to him and good luck to Real Madrid. I hope it works out for both parties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rohit Madrid. People are saying Ballon d'Or for Rodri, but नहीं, Carvalho should be the nomination. मैं तो agree करता हूँ. क्यों नहीं? He has been fantastic. अरे उसको डालो nomination में. डालो, definitely डालो. Madridista Rohit, I know you're a Real Madrid fan, so people will think you're biased, but I agree with you. He should have a shout out.
मेरे हिसाब से जो players who are worthy in the Ballon d'Or shout from Madrid would be Vinicius, Carvajal, and even Bellingham, Rodri.
Yeah.
Who else?
Lautaro has to be there for me as a shout out. Yeah, the disrespect to that guy from a neutral perspective is crazy, man. सॉरी वन पोस्ट आई सॉ नहीं मैं क्रिश्चियन नहीं हूँ भाई वो आदत हो गई है बोलने की मेरी सो पकड़ पकड़ के लोगों को आई वॉज अराउंड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु केप्ट सेइंग जीसस क्राइस्ट आफ्टर एवरी थिंग लाइक वो आदत पड़ गई है बचपन से मेरे को बोलने की इट्स वेरी हार्ड टू लेट गो ऑफ इट आई एम नॉट क्रिश्चियन बाय एनी मींस Fabrizio be like Mbappe to Madrid soon second post Madrid यार he's very annoying but it's his business उसने business बनाया है क्या बोल सकते हैं look at SofaScore Euro Team of the Year नहीं देखना अगर जोक बोल रहे तो देखना ही नहीं है मुझे आपके पास है क्या अजय भाई do you want to pull
I don't want to pull it up ये who score का भी बकवास समझ लो
yeah I don't want to pull it up अगर आपके कोई और कमेंट से लाते रहो यार थोड़ा अभी क्लोज ही कर देंगे कि थोड़ी देर में
this is a good comment James Rodriguez probably the last proper number 10
Tamunli by the way nice to have you back यार इतने टाइम के बाद देख रहा हूँ मैं इसको but good to have him back on the yeah he's making a very good point अजय भाई क्या लगता है because हमें इसको देख के वो थोड़ा पुराना नॉस्टैल्जिया आता है वो pre 2017
I know तेरा favorite player Alvaro Recoba है obviously two different kinds of players but still very classic number 10s in their own right
yeah Alvaro Recoba अगर आप अल्वारो रेकोबा जानते नहीं हो चैट में अगर like if you're new to his name just google it up बाद में if you want to write now what Ajay bhai is talking about you'll understand if you read about it
even Manuel Rui Costa I remember मैं Twitter में पढ़ रहा था कि some वो जो CFC जानती है ना CFC जानती है you know पोर्चुगल में सिर्फ रोनाल्डो यार मतलब come on the golden generation was the Euro 2004 वाला generation where you had
बोलो अजय भाई I agree with you
Fernando Couto Manuel Rui Costa Luis Figo Paulista Helder Postiga Costinha Deco
और वो क्लासिक पोर्चुगल का किट वो maroonish red mix with that golden tinge I remember the team because of that kit you know that's how it is for me I remember the players but वो kit देख के ना जब भी वो kit दिखता है ना सामने I remember the whole team because that was classic Portugal यार जैसे आपने बोला that was something but yeah anyone आपके पास अगर और कोई कमेंट है तो बताओ यार ये तो कोपा इसका तो चलता अजय भाई आपके लिए Nishant has brought up something very interesting very good question very good point
this is well I wouldn't probably say that इसमें से सारे नाम अच्छे थे obviously Steven Dias को मैंने बहुत closely देखा मुंबई फुटबॉल में महिंद्रा यूनाइटेड के लिए he was known as a David Beckham very good with the dead ball भाईचुंग तो था ही महेश गावली was a decent center half long throws specialist देख यार निशांत वो उस जमाने में ना I think the competition was much more even after this what happened is that other teams went on the rise and we went down or we were just going sideways we didn't have the upwards trajectory like other teams so I would say कि और उस समय में we were much more as a team than what we are today the unity in the team was amazing especially that Steven Constantine era बहुत ही सही था
बॉब हाउटन उसके पहले वो याद है आपको
Bob Bowden, my God. बहुत ही ये था तो different eras but I think for example you look at Apuya and you see a technical footballer of the highest order he is so good and none of these players are as good as Apuya the kind of potential he's got to reach where he can actually reach none of these barring Baichung maybe Baichung obviously was most technical amongst everybody so अलग हीरा था
अलग हीरा था एंड टू योर पॉइंट अजय मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूं उस टाइम पे ना उस एरा में एशियन फुटबॉल वाज इन जनरल स्टिल बिहाइंड नॉट टू से दैट इंडिया वाज मेकिंग वेव्स और एनीथिंग पर अगर आप देखो उस टाइम के जापान को अगर आप आज के जापान से कंपेयर करो नाम बड़े थे उस जापान में भी यू हैड नकाटा टुवर्ड्स द लैटर एरा थोड़ा अर्ली भी नॉट जस्ट लैटर जापान का आज का जो कोच है हाजिमे मोरियासु ही वाज आल्सो प्लेइंग नाम बड़े थे but they were not as good Japan built over there Asian football in general was behind African football was still there they used to do something here and there but Asian football बहुत पीछे था उस टाइम पे generally
Correct.
Do we need? By the way, Indian coach अभी तक announce नहीं हुआ है.
Yeah. What do you make of this comment?
Oh my, this is tough. I need a minute to think. आप पहले.
Very interesting because Subrata is a legend in his own right.
Yeah, different era की comparison.
I would just give it to Gurpreet just by this much because of his European exploits. Like he got to play.
Yeah.
And ठीक है, he's been थोड़ा errors कर रहा है अभी, but मैं थोड़ा recency bias में मैं Gurpreet को दूंगा.
I think हाँ बोलो.
Although amongst the current goalkeepers, I really like Vishal Keth. I feel that he should be our number one.
Yeah, Vishal Keth. उस पे just एक second के लिए बोलूँ तो यार, he was before that Mohan Bagan season, last to last season, he was very bad, I know, but suddenly he's improved a lot and kudos to him. But आपसे मैं agree करता हूँ. I think Gurpreet भी मैं just Gurpreet लूँगा because it's very close. Different eras थे, but I feel Gurpreet थोड़ा has done the tad bit more. I feel थोड़ा mileage ज़्यादा तो that's why I pick him. But it's very close यार. A boy from Durban is here. उसका पहला नाम लेने में थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाती है, you know. But what does he say? सब guys rant show नहीं है. It's just a chill stream about Euros, Copa America. But I would take Southgate as Indian coach, to be fair. I wouldn't mind that, Ajay bhai. Southgate is आ जाओ भाई, आ जाओ. I will take you. I know he's a good. I'll take him. I'll legit take him. और क्या comments है? अजय भाई, आपकी प्रेडिक्शन पॉल ऑक्टोपस की तरह रही अर्जेंटीना. अजय भाई की प्रेडिक्शन मोस्टली स्पॉट ऑन रही है because Ajay भाई also predicted in the Copa America for Canada to do well. That happened. He was right. हमने आज कैल्चियो चर्चा पे शॉर्ट डाला ऑफ द होल डेल मोंटे एपिसोड का स्पेन का प्रेडिक्शन क्लिप करते हुए. He was right there as well. So अजय भाई जब बोल्ड प्रेडिक्शन करते यूजुअली निकल जाते. So that's good. Hopefully that streak.
Sometimes good, sometimes shit. वैसा.
Now आपको अभी उनको कन्विंस करना है इटली के बारे में ऐसे बोल्ड प्रेडिक्शंस निकाले so that eventually 26 World Cup is won by Italy, right? No, you have to qualify for it first.
I swear यार, पहले qualify तो करे कैसे भी करके यार.
Yeah, that's just funny यार.
रमित भैया हमें लगा कि इंग्लैंड जीतेगा यार. अभी इंग्लैंड का तो ठीक है. इंग्लिश फैंस बिलीव दैट दे कुड विन.
नहीं देखो यार, as neutrals ना हमें, this is for Ramit since he brought it up, we have respect for England as a team and the coach. हम लोग वो differentiate कर पा रहे. वो जब प्रॉब्लम आप देखते हो सोशल मीडिया पे किधर से आता है, it's coming home, England is superior to other countries. अजय भाई आपने स्ट्रीम में थोड़ी देर पहले बोला था ना, जब रॉड्री बेंच हो रहा था इंजरी की वजह से, तो एकदम से I get it, I know it's Rodri, he's so important, but ऐसा narrative बन गया था कि when Zubimendi was coming on, it's like some trash player was coming on, and I was like, why are people so worried? I know it's Rodri that is going off, but Zubimendi is very good. I experienced that in the Champions League group stages when they played us. Real Sociedad over both legs was better than Inter, and Zubimendi was key to that. And not just over those two games, he's a fantastic player. That's why clubs want him. So I was never worried when Rodri went off, with all due respect to his quality. So that's the narrative, you know. ये सब narrative के बारे में बात रहती कि दूसरों को जो disrespect मिलता है, that's where the issues arise. That's why people want England to lose, unfortunately, for their fans. Do you think we need a coach like Sukhwinder sir, who is good in man management? Interesting point.
Again, maybe not. More than man management, I really feel that we need someone who can actually give an identity to the team. This team is lacking in identity right now after the match का जो spell था. So someone who can get the confidence and mojo back and get that identity as a unit. Like Constantine को तो कितना भी गाली दो साला, you know, he used to ensure that the team is very organized and even in defeat they were united together. So someone who can get that feeling back is much needed.
Yeah, I agree. Zubimendi is the guy who's rejecting Barca every window to. ये कमेंट है, ये मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ भाई, कोई क्लिप करके डाल देगा, कमेंट पुल अप कर दो. अरे लोगों को लगा मैं बोल रहा हूँ Zubi
नहीं
Batista
नहीं
guy was rejecting Barca every window to देख यार you never know again. I feel he might leave, but yeah, he is a class player. I mean, I'm
very
sure
true.
हमारे मेरा क्लब तो still fine in midfielder, but I'm sure Ajay bhai would be like wanting a midfielder of that quality at Roma. He would
No
be,
chance we get Zubi Mendi.
yeah, I
No
know,
chance.
no chance, but अगर chance होता तो आप कर ही देते यार, मतलब there's no question about it. China, Ramit, Chinese football is on a major decline. It has to do a lot with the economy problem as well over there. I know a few people who worked over there in the lower tiers, and it's really bad. That's why you saw the shit show at Asian Cup also. Na? They were the worst team along with India.
India, yeah.
Largest populations ended up being the worst teams.
And not a single shot on target.
Yeah,
Forget
yeah,
a goal. Not a
yeah.
single shot on target.
Yeah, that's very true. That's a good point you brought up. That's actually true. ये boy from Durban says अजय भाई आपका भाई looks like a professor barber and क्या ये लोग तुम लोग बनाते हो भाई analogies. How do
Yeah,
you guys come up with?
this is fantastic. But my profession is that in my day job I work in shipping and logistics, and raat ko I create content. So
हाँ,
that is what I essentially do.
but that was क्या मतलब ये analogies I'll never understand यार आपको barber professor.
And commentator. So, chalo,
Yeah,
I
that's
will get that.
व्हाट्स अ लिवरपूल एंड बारसा फैन अच्छा ट्रोलिंग चल रही है थोड़ी और कुछ है नहीं लगता अपने पास और कोई कमेंट्स तो लाओ यार हम लोग और बाय द
Yeah,
वे
yeah.
जस्ट टू अगेन जस्ट अगर आपने अब तक अजय भाई के चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया प्लीज हिट दैट सब्सक्राइब बटन अजय भाई इज 5 सब्सक्राइबर्स अवे फ्रॉम 600 so if you have already subscribed please share it with people who will probably like his content yeah please do it he's 5 away and at Calcio Churcha we are only 9 subscribers away from 600 so वो भी कर दो क्योंकि कल एक वीडियो ड्रॉप होगा आई डोंट वांट टू टेल यू द टॉपिक राइट नाउ इट्स अ गुड टॉपिक आई होपफुली इट इज यू गाइस विल लाइक इट और परसों थर्सडे को तो रेगुलर लाइव स्ट्रीम होगी यार we'll start building up to the Serie A season now fast एकदम देखो चैट में कौन है यार अजय
Hey, मोटा भाई.
भाई क्या शादी ऑर्गेनाइज की जियानी इन्फेंटिनो माय गॉड बीइंग I'll use the more civil word hugged by Ranveer Singh and being क्या बोलूं मैं अजय what was that the weirdest collab right
Hey,
I
bro,
had no words
I really have to pull that photo. Oh my god, I can't
yeah
get it. मतलब
yeah
क्या क्या कर रहे थे दोनों यार? By the way,
Aditya Aryan yeah
even Sunil Khetri also met him. By the way.
yeah there बहुत सारे लोग थे before you pull it up I'll just take आदित्य मैंने तेरे क्वेश्चन को आंसर किया था Inter's new goalkeeper is Josep Martinez Genoa का starting keeper था last season he's going to be backup but with the aim of him becoming the future goalkeeper La Masia के स्कूल से है played at Leipzig he's more of the Onana mold इसका ये मतलब नहीं बोलना चाहता कि Onana of Manchester United तुझे मिल रहा don't take it that way I'm just saying mold stylistically he is like that who will challenge Inter this season there will be competition we will break it down on Thursday Aditya in our culture stream there will be competition भाई तेरे वही हो गया ना अजय भाई आई डोंट फॉलो एनीथिंग टू डू विद अंबानी मे बी चलो ISL फॉलो किया तो मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ दैट something pops up but apart from that I don't and everything it's popping on my feed my god आपने अगर ये इमेज देखी नहीं है तो देख लो यार what the hell man
क्या कर रहा क्या है?
if you've still not got who that bald man is that's Gianni Infantino by the way being hugged by Ranveer Singh मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है कोई तीसरी यूनिवर्स से कोई आके दूसरे बंदे को हक कर रहा है लाइक आई नेवर अंडरस्टूड there was Chetri there was Kardashian John Cena भी था यार उधर अजय भाई like what the hell
करेक्ट तो ये बेसिकली इटालियन ही है उसने स्विस पासपोर्ट लिया हुआ है
yeah he is
तो आप स्विट्जरलैंड में टैक्स सेव कर पाओगे तो अगर
yeah.
आप करोड़ों में पैसे बना रहे हो तो स्विस पासपोर्ट ले लो स्विस बैंक अकाउंट में डाल दो
Swiss bank account exactly and he is one thing I like the thing is he also supports two Italian clubs मैं उसी दिन बोला था he's actually an Inter and Fiorentina fan I've not got why these two combinations but he's an Inter fan उसने UCL final के पहले I remember Insta पे डाला था I'm supporting my Inter today and he visits the club a lot of times but very strange combination to pick Inter and Fiorentina must have something to do with Florence I don't know but that image It kills me. I don't know what to say.
बीकू के लिए हम लोग थर्सडे को we going to do a stream
Thursday.
on Thursday कैल्चो चर्चा पे, जहाँ पे
Yep.
हम लोग सारा प्री सीजन का चर्चा करेंगे.
Yeah. Worldly Hate asks anyone knows Uncle Sharma. I know him. He's a good friend of mine. मतलब मैं उसके चैनल पे बहुत बार गया हूँ. He's invited me on his streams. He's come to one of my older podcasts जब हम लोग इंटर का सिर्फ पॉडकास्ट करते थे called Solo Inter. He's come on my podcast. I interact a lot with him on Twitter. He's a nice guy. अजय भाई ने tweets पे भी के थ्रू उसके साथ interact किया. He's a very chill guy. He's Indian origin. He's Indian origin. He's obviously an Inter fan. Worldly Hate knows about him. फ्यूचर में कभी उसको डेफिनेटली लाने का प्लान करेंगे चैनल पे, डेफिनेटली कोलैब्स करने. तो अजय भाई ने तो सजेस्ट किया ही था ये मुझे, सो डेफिनेटली आई विल पुट इन ट्राई टू गेट हिम ऑन द चैनल. ही इज अ वेरी चिल गाय एंड ही इज एन इटली फुटबॉल टीम का इटालियन नेशनल टीम फैन एज वेल, अज़ूरी फैन, सो इट ओनली मेक्स सेंस. सो डेफिनेटली वी विल ट्राई टू गेट हिम ऑन. स्विस बैंक में डालो, आई ओन इट. Oh my God.
ये तू चेकआउट कर ले बाद में. नासिर हुसैन, कंटेंट क्रिएटर फ्रॉम साउथ अफ्रीका. पता नहीं.
I wish I knew that. Sorry, not to be ignorant, but I don't know who that guy is. I genuinely don't. So I won't pretend to know who the guy is here. So I'll check it out who he is. I'll definitely check it out after the stream. But interesting. अरे यार बहुत comparisons आती है अजय भाई. Before you close, some guy calls me that physics वाला dude. I don't know what his name is.
हाँ physics वाला.
अरे funnily enough ये YouTube पे भी नहीं आ रहा है अभी. मेरे को मेरे फ्रेंड सर्कल भी साले बोल रहे you look like that physics वाला dude. I'm like क्या हो गया यार, अब साला हर जगह फैल गया है वो. It's just hilarious.
तेरा नीचे तेरा इस पे डाल नॉट फिजिक्स वाला करके.
Yeah. He's going to Anfield, Ajay bhai. Bhutia 69. He's legit. If that's true, then congrats to you. नवंबर में अगर आप जा रहे हो तो I know Anfield का atmosphere लोग experience करने के लिए. Yeah, it is great. So congrats to you. Hopefully you enjoy your experience here. But be safe on your travels because आपको पता है football matches में क्या क्या होते रहते हैं. So safety also should come first. But enjoy your travels in November. So yeah. Anything else to discuss, Ajay?
I think that's about it. We'll take the last few comments and end the stream. मेरे को जरा अर्ली प्रेडिक्शन करना है प्रीमियर लीग में. प्रीमियर लीग के लिए मेरे को लग रहा है कि इस साल द टाइटल रेस इज गोइंग टू बी बिटवीन मैन यूनाइटेड एंड आर्सेनल. I don't want to do it, but I
feel bad for Arsenal fans थोड़ा यार. वो कितना मतलब how many years will you come close and end up not winning it? But yeah, I agree with you. Early days से तो ऐसे ही लग रहा है, but we'll come to it obviously. Nishan bhai says Kalyan should meet Infantino. That has already happened, bhai. That has already happened.
Infantino सबसे मिला है यार. शाजी को भी मिला है.
Yeah.
मिला उसको.
देख निशान भाई, Infantino is trying to do anything and everything to get India to the World Cup. But let's be honest, as of today we don't deserve it. अगर तू एकदम harshly और fairly बोलेगा, we don't deserve it. That's just the reality.
ये चाहिए रीता भाभी.
भाई एक मिनट. अगर obviously this is a troll account, but if these guys actually buy it ना अजय भाई, I just hope they can reach out to us and we can do something to give a proper product. I just hope. That's why personally I hope Sony takes it, because I know for a fact they will do a pre-show. I know for a fact they'll make some efforts to reach out to us and we can do something. But let's see.
अरे मोटा भाई who जियो फैन छो, सेरिया राइट्स ले लो, आपे जाओ, चलेगा.
Yeah, ले लो भाई, ले लो. But it will be hilarious अगर ये actually उसका burner account होता अजय भाई. We are actually talking shit about this guy. Russia नहीं आएगा ना यार, unless that ban is lifted. How will they run it? मतलब
नहीं, Russia will not come. No Russia.
वो ban हटेगा तब तक तो नहीं लग रहा है. I think last that's a good question. I saw this question on Niti Bhai's stream a lot. Will Messi be in 26 World Cup? I think let's have a talk on this some other day on Ajay Bhai's channel. Yep. Some other day, for sure. So yeah, I guess. Yeah. Good point. He was pretty good. He was pretty good. Very good. Yeah, good point. Good point made there. So yeah, I think we are done, Ajay Bhai. कुछ और तो दिख नहीं रहे comments.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, guys. आप लोग ने tune in किया and subscribe करो. Content आता रहेगा and of course कैल्चो चर्चा में आप ध्यान रखो. हम लोग एक वीडियो कल ड्रॉप करेंगे और थर्सडे से अपना प्री सीजन शो स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, which is probably Hopefully, it'll run throughout the course of the 2024-2025 season. And
hopefully तो है क्योंकि
तमारे बुकीमा घी अने शक्कर. This is an excellent topic.
But that's the thing, यार. I agree with you कि like जब भी content डालने को whenever we can, we will definitely put it out. The goal is to cover the 24-25 season consistently. चाहे वो एक stream हो हफ्ते में, जो भी है, कुछ ना कुछ तो हम लोग डालेंगे आपके लिए. Because this is the first season Ajay bhai will be covering on a whole, right? Last तो हम लोग ending में चालू किए, तो पूरा experience होने वाला है Champions League. So we will try to bring you guys more content, collaborations, everything. आपने Del Monte तो देख ही लिया, so we want to do more stuff like that. And please subscribe to Ajay bhai's channel if you haven't already. I see 16 people have liked the stream, so please, अगर आपने अब तक like नहीं किया, subscribe नहीं किया है, कर लो. और अगर आपको, if you like this, please share it with your sports community, because Ajay bhai not only covers football, he covers tennis, cricket and other sports. So please do that, and please at Calcio Charcha, @Calcio Charcha पे please subscribe करो. कल आपके लिए एक वीडियो आएगा. I won't reveal the topic, I want to keep that suspense. और परसों Thursday को तो stream होगी where we will start building to the 24-25 Serie A season. So please subscribe, please follow us on social media, and please follow Ajay bhai on social medias handles. It's all in the description. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you Ajay bhai for having me on here.
Thank you. Good night. See you guys soon. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.